Anyone who has built a slide deck knows the endless loop. You write your points, and then you spend the next 2 hours nudging text boxes, guessing at font sizes, and trying to align images that refuse to snap into place. A repository by developer Gui Zang called guizang-ppt-skill targets exactly that friction, and it has quietly amassed over 7.6K stars from developers looking for a better way out. This flowchart illustrates the workflow intervention. On the left is the traditional struggle of manual formatting. On the right is a direct path to a finished deck. This tool operates as a Claude Code Skill, an automated set of rules that instructs an AI agent on exactly how to format and assemble a presentation from a text prompt. It drops the traditional Canvas interface entirely. Instead, it relies on a prompt-as-code methodology, where the AI reads your content and writes the structure, layout, and styling automatically. This sets up a specific trade-off. You have to decide if giving up direct, drag-and-drop visual control over your slides is worth the automatic, highly polished output you get in return. This video sequence shows the exact output generated by the prompt, a clean, horizontal swipe presentation packed into a single HTML file. Because the output is just HTML and CSS, the technical overhead is zero. No executable apps to install, no build processes to run, and no external servers hosting data. You simply take the file the AI gives you, double-click it, and it opens natively in Chrome, Safari, or whatever browser you already use. The file automatically includes presentation logic. You can navigate using keyboard arrows, a mouse scroll wheel, or touch gestures on a tablet. Stripping away the heavy application layer makes sharing a keynote incredibly fast. You can drop a 50 kilobyte file to a client, and they get the full animated experience instantly. To ensure the output actually looks good, the skill deliberately restricts the AI. It can only build slides using 2 highly specific visual languages. Style A is an e-magazine aesthetic. It leans on an electronic ink look that works well for narrative storytelling and personal viewpoints. Style B is called Swiss International. This system is built strictly for factual reporting, data, and analytical methodology. This wireframe demonstrates Style B's defining characteristic, a rigid 16-column grid. Every text block and image is mathematically forced into these predefined zones. The system prevents inventing new page structures on the fly, locking you into 22 specific layout templates that adhere to this framework. Even when the AI generates images through an integration like Codex, it calculates the exact aspect ratios needed so the new visual slots perfectly into the existing grid without breaking the margins. By removing layout choices completely, the system eliminates human error. It guarantees perfect typographic hierarchy and spatial alignment on every single slide. That brings us to the repository's most rigid constraint. It completely blocks you from inputting custom hex color codes. The creator prioritizes aesthetics over creative freedom. The code intentionally prevents users from ruining the design with bad color combinations. This scorecard maps the trade-off. You guarantee aesthetic consistency, but surrender your corporate brand palette. You must choose from pre-selected high-saturation anchor colors, like Klein Blue or Safety Orange. To enforce this, the project includes an internal design police script, validate-swissdeck.mjs. This validator actively scans the output and blocks bad design habits. If the AI tries to center a block of text, or if an image escapes its designated slot, the script flags the violation immediately. You give up absolute creative control and strict brand compliance, and in exchange, you get agency-level design without hiring an agency. To elevate the visual polish even further, the skill embeds dynamic WebGL backgrounds directly into the HTML hero pages. These cinematic, moving geometric elements create incredibly striking title slides that grab attention the moment the presentation opens. However, live WebGL rendering requires serious computational resources, which can drain your battery or stutter on an underpowered laptop while you're speaking. The developers anticipated this. They built a hidden failsafe. Pressing the B key instantly drops the presentation into a low-performance static mode, freezing the animations. It is a practical balance, allowing speakers to leverage visual extravagance when hardware supports it, while ensuring the presentation won't crash when it matters most. Looking at this decision tree, we isolate where this repository fails. Because it outputs a local HTML file, real-time multiplayer editing is impossible. Teams needing collaboration are routed to Google Slides. The rigid grid also punishes data dumping, spreadsheets belonging Excel. This repository is engineered exclusively for high-level conceptual sharing, demo days, and narrative impact. It is completely unsuited for committee-driven data reviews. We are seeing AI developers and solo speakers abandon traditional GUI software because manually adjusting layouts is a poor use of time. Surrendering the freedom to endlessly tinker with colors and fonts is exactly why the final aesthetic polish remains so high. The constraints are the feature. By locking down the design architecture with code, you offload the visual stress to the AI, allowing you to focus entirely on the strength of your argument. If you want to stop fighting with PowerPoint and let AI design your next keynote, hit subscribe and check the link below to explore the Gui Zang-ppt-skill repository.